What is going on, soldiers? This is XpoZe, and today I have a video and commentary that I think you guys will enjoy. It'll kind of update you on some of the huge roster changes and different teams that have been formed in the last week or so since COD Championships. In this gameplay, it is myself and Triton's running with two players you know secretly. He's one of the players we're running with. He recently got dropped from FaZe, so we decided that we'd start running with him and maybe possibly form another team with him. We're also running with former Dare to Pro captain Felonies. And honestly, we played well. We played Immortal's new team. Immortal was on Donut Shop. They were at Dallas. I think they placed in the top 13 or top 16. And they also placed pretty well at Dallas, or not Dallas, COD Championships. So these guys were a solid squad. They ended up beating us in the series 3-1. But again, it's scrims, so it doesn't really matter to me. As long as there's a good gameplay, I'm going to post it. If you guys want to see good, actual competitive scrims, I'm going to post it, whether we win or lose. On the Dare to Pro channel, though, if we do post any scrims or any gameplays, it's because we won the series and we're playing a decent team. Sorry for the lag. If you see this video skip at all, it's because when I was playing it, I was lagging. I was 2-bar. I was 2, 3, 4-bar, and it kept fluctuating throughout the game. So if it does skip, it's not you, it's actually me. Just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, we end up dropping 3 40 bombs in this game. Me, Fellow, and secretly I'll drop a 40 bomb. It was good gameplay for us, and I decided to upload it. But enough about the gameplay. You guys enjoyed that, and listen to me talk for as much as you want. You can even mute it and just watch the gameplay if you want. But as far as the team changes, now for those of you guys who do know, recently, obviously, Farico Impact just completed the three-peat, and what I mean by that is they won MLG Dallas, EGL 9, and went on to win COD Championships. They are now known as, they made the most sport or money in esports in a matter of a month span out of any game, StarCraft, League of Legends, Call of Duty, Halo, anything. They made the most in a month span by winning 3 major events, a total of $430,000 split between the 4 of them. So that's nuts. So obviously the roster there didn't change. But this is where everything ends up going crazy. Okay, so after COD Championships, as you can tell, Quanic ended up releasing FizzUp. So that was Nameless Liar and Twiz. They ended up releasing FizzUp, and FizzUp became a free agent. They ended up picking up Saints, who was originally on Soar, Thrust. You know him from there. So FizzUp is currently a free agent. Then Curse, after a disappointing finish for them at COD Championship, they decided to release Rizma, and which is something that they were planning on doing for a little bit. I don't know if it was the best timing considering he did have a really good event, but I do know my dude Ryan is making the best choice, and they picked up a really good player. He's a 2-time national champ and doesn't get a lot of credit he deserves. He's a beast, and they're playing really well with him. They're a scary team. They picked up Mutation from Next Threat. Influence, he was recently on Pulse. So he's a solid player, and that team's going to be great. So watch out for them. They're going to make some pretty big noise. Also, John ended up leaving Fear. So Fear, as of right now, is now Assassin, Moho, and Sharp. No more John. John ended up teaming up with someone else who left another team, and that is Too Quick. Too Quick left Complexity, so now Complexity is going to need 1. With that being said, Too Quick and John are looking for 2 players, as well as Fear's looking for 1, and Complexity's looking for 1. Another thing happened today that was kind of surprising. FaZe ended up making some serious moves. Yesterday, they dropped Folsom. So Sham, Secretly, and Heist needed 1. Today, Secretly was released. So now FaZe currently needs 2 between Sham and Heist. And there's a possibility that Sham could be released. Who knows? I have no idea. It's up in the air. Just it looks like they're cleaning house over there. I have no idea. As of right now, still me and Triton still need 2. Trying to think of any other roster changes that are coming to mind. Dito is still a free agent. Soar actually just picked up a very good player, and you guys know him from commentating, but he's actually a solid former pro. He's a really good player. Soar ended up picking up Revan, which is now their roster is Embos, Revan, Methods, and Fluff. They ended up releasing Lawless, so Lawless ended up getting released. He was a free agent for a little bit and quickly scooped up by TVA, which is Croster, Carbon, and I believe it is Mud Dog, which is a really underrated and solid squad. I'd watch out for them. So there's a lot of different team changes that are going into this upcoming event at Anaheim, and I'm curious to see what teams are actually going to end up sticking. Quantic ended up having a little mishap. When they picked up Saints, they were together for about a day. They played FaZe on stream, on the MLG stream, and they probably expected to beat FaZe a lot better than they actually did. FaZe actually beat Quantic in Dallas, and I'm sure FaZe was really happy about that, but Quantic wasn't, and Quantic wanted to definitely step up their game, and they didn't want to lose to teams like FaZe. Not saying FaZe is a bad team, but they expect to be a top tier team, and they think losing to FaZe in their, again, no offense to FaZe, is something that they shouldn't be doing. So they decided to make a move, and that was to have XpoZe and Liar ended up leaving Quantic for like an hour or two and teaming up with John and Too Quick. That team was together for literally about an hour and a half, 2 hours. They scrimmed a little bit. Apparently they didn't do so hot against the Curse team. They didn't do bad against them, but the Curse team is really good. And some legal agreements as far as the contracts and stuff wouldn't allow them to continue teaming, and in all honesty, they just wanted to go back home to Quantic. So Liar and XpoZe ended up going back to Nameless and Saints, and they tweeted almost instantly after, "Thank God we didn't make that mistake." They weren't saying anything bad about Too Quick or John, but they knew what they had at Quantic, and they knew that there was a pretty big risk going over to Too Quick and John. Again, not because they're bad players, just because they were going from something almost like a sure thing as far as, one, a sponsorship, but two, good friends, to not knowing what could happen with Too Quick and John. So I'm really excited to see few things. I want to see who Complexity picks up, because I think with a really solid anchor, not saying that Too Quick wasn't, but Too Quick knows, and so does Complexity, it wasn't the right fit. I want to see if they pick up a really solid anchor, they can go back to being as dominant as possible. I really did like Fears on that team. Fears is still a free agent. That could be a possibility. There's rumors about other people, but I'm not going to get into speculation. I'm more about the facts. But I can't wait to see who they pick up. I really want to see who Fear picks up. And I'm really curious as to see what goes on with John and Too Quick. They're solid players, and they're the top-tier players. They're both within, I would say, the top 10 players in the game. So any two players that they could pick up, they're going to have a solid squad. And if they happen to pick up two other top 10 players that fit with them, they're going to be a scary, dominant team. So I'm excited to see what happens there. I'm really curious as to see some of these rosters now, and then I want to see some of these rosters going into Anaheim. I don't think some of these rosters will stick. I think some of them will have some troubles, and they're going to make some decisions last second. And, you know, that's just what happens in the Call of Duty community. We got to mature a little bit, though, and we got to understand that loyalty is key. Look at Optic. I mean, I'm not saying Optic's definitely struggling a little bit, not from my opinion, but this is the words from them. I wouldn't say they're struggling, but they didn't want to place third at COD Champs. They wanted to win it. So they want to get a number one. They haven't had one since UMG, but still, they have had the same core players for almost 2-3 years now, aside from Nade Shot and the Rambo switch. But Merc, Big Timer, and what's his face? That redhead guy, Scump. They've been together for a while, so I want to see what happens with them. They're very loyal, and they've been very successful because of that loyalty. If other teams could learn from them and pretty much mimic that, I guarantee there's going to be a lot more competition, and someone's going to have to take down Farico. Everybody kept saying, oh, someone's got to beat Optic. Optic is the one to beat. We can't beat Optic. Like, someone's got to take him down. Guess what? Someone dethroned Optic. It is now Farico. Farico is the team to beat, and everybody's gunning for him. So anybody and everybody, that's why I think Too Quick left, John left. They want to make a God squad that can compete with these guys. And I don't see Farico breaking up for, I'm going to say, for a very long time. And I wouldn't. I just won $100,000 with my team. I won 2 other events. Absolutely not. They're a solid squad, and if they break up, it's going to be sad, but I don't see it happening. I do want to say thank you for watching this video, and thank you for listening to my opinions. If you guys have any opinions on some of the new teams and what teams you'd want to see for them, please post them down low. Please toss this video a like, share them, And any comments you guys got, again, post them down low. Sub to my channel. Check out my Twitch. Check me out on Twitter. Love y'all. Peace.